Okay. So welcome everyone to some upper body training. So for those of you who have not been here, the goal of this class is to build strength. So by doing that, we are using heavier dumbbells, ideally if we have access to them. 3 exercises. So a bicep variation, tricep, and a shoulder. We're trying to get in that 8 to 12 range. If we are way above 12, then if we are able to, going up in weight. And then during the 3 sets of each, making sure we're tracking how much weight we're using. There's a tracker attached in the invite. If you're not on that invite, I can send that to you after the class here. So I believe that is all for housekeeping items. If you have been attending this, so next week will be probably our last class doing these specific exercises. So by the 6th week, I believe next week will be our 5th. That's when your muscles start to kind of adapt or get used to rather to the exercise you're doing. So that's when you want to change it up. Okay, so we'll get going. Let's get into a little warm-up action. So about just 3 minutes here, and then we'll get into it. So we're just gonna warm up our entire side body here. Just kind of going into child's pose. So pressing hands into the ground. And breathing throughout this. Ideally, we're doing this through the nose, in and out. So inhale as we come up. Exhale as we come down. Last one. All right, next one was that kind of unique shoulder stretch that I've done before. So we are attempting to touch our fingers to this kind of back and behind. And we're just alternating arms here. Just warming up our shoulders, getting a little mobility in while we're at it. So remember, 45 seconds per set here, just an AMRAP, so as many reps as possible that you can get in the 45 seconds. Going for strength, so going for lower repetitions, higher weight is the goal here. All right, we'll bring it to some shoulder stretches, make it a little bit more dynamic. Back and forth. And so if you have been attending at this point, hopefully we are seeing some progression, even if it's just on the first rep or on the first set rather. And then the second and third, you'll begin to become fatigued. But at this point, the adaptation should be happening. So and last one here, tricep stretch. So just grabbing elbow. Couple more here, then we'll get into it. Put on your jams. Your music, that is, not your pajamas. Okay. Unless you want to warm up in pajamas. Okay, so where is my upper body? Here we are. Okay, so we're starting with hammer curls. Again, we're going for strength here. This should be difficult. 8 to 12, single leg or not leg, arm, single arm or double arm. And here we go. So I have our dumbbells, and here we are. So counting how many repetitions you're doing, going at your pace. So notice I'm exhaling as I come up. Ten seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Nice job. So if you're doing double arms, alternating arms, then you're just cutting that in half or the number you're writing down. So I got 20 total, cut that in half. That's 10. That's still in that 8 to 12 range that we are looking for. And in the meantime, we're just going to do a little forearm stretch. So grabbing our palm here. And just pushing it forward and switch it up. All right, 10 seconds, we're back into it. 8 to 12, 5 seconds, getting ready here. And here we go. So remember, the saying I've been expressing is muscle over momentum. So make sure we're not using momentum to swing, but rather very controlled, deliberate movements. 15. 10. And last one. Whoa. Nice job. Right. So I got the same thing, 10 again. So if you can, I mean, we can still go at a fast pace in a very controlled motion without momentum. So if that's what you need to do to get up to that, or to get in that range of 8 to 12, or to challenge yourself to, get out of it and potentially move into a new weight class, then you can do that. But just making sure it's very controlled again, as I've been saying. 15 seconds. Then we're into our third set here. So it should be tough. Should be feeling it in this one. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1, and we're off. Really squeeze that bicep at the top. Almost think about squeezing it. This mind-muscle connection. So if we think about the muscle, it's actually going to contract more. Oh yeah, 10 seconds. Oh. Woo. Okay, good stuff. So I got 1 or 2 less than that time. So I got 9. Okay, so now we're moving into, and keep going with the forearm stretch or any other stretch that you would rather do. Next one is tricep extensions. So with 1 or 2 dumbbells, we don't have to be on our knees. I'm just demoing. So we're here just bending at elbows, not moving shoulders at all the way down, and full range of motion up. So that is the next exercise. Grab water if you need to. So these, like I've said before, biceps they're okay. They're tough, but these, they'll get you. Okay, here we go. 3 seconds. Here we go. 8 to 12. So gripping the bottom of this dumbbell. So if you are standing, we can go in kind of like a kickstand stand with our legs, so they're just staggered legs rather than parallel with one another. 5 seconds here. Oh, all right. Write down that repetition, however many you got. Yeah, that little tricep stretch, kind of like before. But this time just holding it for longer, static stretches. So the stand that I was referring to, I'm a little off kilter with my camera, but it's just here. So we're here instead of just standing right parallel with one another. 10 seconds here. Remember, if you got over 12, we can go up in weight. And we're off. So I'm exhaling as I bring the weight upward. And if you start to, oh yeah. So take little breaks. If it is happening to you, that means you are challenging yourself, which is what we want. Shake it out, 10 seconds. You can get a couple more in. Oh. Ooh, good stuff. All right, track down how many you did. All right, back into those stretches. So making it a little bit of a game. Even getting one more than the previous set. And like, also keep in mind that like if you just did a workout yesterday and there were some upper body components, or you didn't sleep quite as well, stress, whatever, those are all factors that are going to affect how you perform here. So don't necessarily beat yourself up for that. Just keep that in mind. Lots of variables at play. And here we go. Final round. Oh, tricep extensions. Go all the way down. So demo from here. All the way down. Triceps move, shoulders are fairly stationary. Oof. And shake it out when you need to. There we go. 10 more seconds. And last one. Ooh. Nice. Okay. Drag down that weight. So I got 12 across the board. 12, 12, 12. So probably for next time, even though it'll be our last time doing these exercises, I could go up in weight, that is. All right, just tricep stretches here. continue doing that. Now we're into the beast of this workout, which is the shoulder presses. So probably double arm, and you can be standing for this one with that kickstand stance. So this one's, yeah, this one will get you 5 seconds. So exhaling, really forceful exhales as we bring the weights up above our head. Here we go. Coming down to parallel. So every time an exhale. Ooh, 20 seconds. Shake it out. 8 to 12, remember. Mm. 5 seconds. Oh, yeah. Okay. Minute rest here. Grab a little drink. All right. So we can do shoulder stretches this way, kind of a recovery time. If we want, we can go back into this mobility. It's a good time to test it out as we're a little bit more warm, a little bit more blood flow. $15 seconds. So these should be getting a little gnarly. 5 seconds. Get pumped. All right, 45. Here we go. So really use your core throughout this. So as if someone was gonna like punch you in the stomach. So contracting your abs right here. So use your whole body, press through the floor, press through your abs, press through the floor, meaning with your feet. 10 seconds. Just got a couple more. Ooh, all right. Okay, here we go. Here's our last round of the strength component, and then we're going to move on to some auxiliary miscellaneous exercises. All right, 40 seconds. Little recovery here. We're going to do the mobility version. $20 seconds. Remember, the long rest is required if we want to have this muscular adaptation that we're seeking here, rather than just going for endurance. We need that little bit of recovery time. And now it's over. 3, 2, 1. We're off. Last one. Maybe pushing yourself for this one. Getting one more and last time. Take little breaks. Shake it out, shake it out. 20 seconds. Exhale. Five more seconds, get one more, 1 or 2. See if I get one. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Okay. Nice job. Okay. So moving into some auxiliary exercises here. Grab yourself a little drink. So since we have time for it, we're going to do 2 rounds of the following. So this is a burnout round. So the exercises are going to be, again, a tricep, a shoulder, tricep, and a bicep. So the first shoulder being shoulder taps. So this is keeping our torso nice and steady rather than letting it sway back and forth. Very slow, controlled movement. Tapping opposite shoulder. Second one, tricep dips. If you have furniture, bed, whatever, you can use that. Otherwise, on the floor, keeping triceps nice and tucked into your side body, bending at the elbow. Further out with your legs is going to be a little bit more challenging. Last one, bicep isometric hold. So either using 2 dumbbells at once, or as I'm going to do, just using 1, holding kind of like a prayer position here. So your hands are around the side of it, and we're just holding out, contracting core, and then of course contracting biceps. Okay, we ready? So it's 60 seconds each, 2 rounds through. We'll have a little intermission after the first round. Here we go. Shoulder taps, starting now. So all about control. My hands are directly under my shoulders. If you can be as still as possible with your torso. So pressing through your palms, pressing through your fingers through the ground. "15 seconds. Here for 10, we're going right into dips. Okay, very nice. Right into tricep dips here. So on furniture or on the ground. And so your hands can be any orientation that's most comfortable for your wrists. Keep it going halfway there. So this is kind of like the performance part of the workout. So we just primed our muscles, made them a little bit more fatigued. Now it's, can we use them after that fatigue has happened? So this is really giving the stimulus for growth, adaptation, and muscle, which is what we're ultimately going for. And last one here, right into isometric bicep hold. So we're just holding it out in front of us. And this one's gnarly. So out in front rather than just right here. And you'll notice that difference very quickly. 20 seconds in. So for this one, I would recommend either as I'm doing a lunge position or kind of this kickstand stance, just because it's really easy to start to shift your pelvis when we have this weight just sitting here. 10 seconds. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. Oh, and relax for 1 minute. We're doing that one more time through. So we're going into a child's pose. Opportunity to steady your breathing. So in through the nose, long exhale, and even longer exhale than inhale through the mouth. Here we go. In. Rest of your hands into the floor. "15 seconds. "5 seconds. We're going right into shoulder taps. All right, here we go. 3 minutes to go. We're off. Tapping it out. Torso is steady. Pushing through the ground, pushing through your fingers, your palms, your toes. Your core is contracted. Hips are tight and they're stuck in place. Here for 20. Ten. 3, 2, 1. Right into our dips here. Here we go. Time for full range of motion, full extension. If you need to drop to the floor, by all means, do so. Shake it out for a moment. Take a breather. Back into it, halfway there. Got 15 seconds. Stick with me here. Just once a week, we are really testing these upper body muscles. So give it your all here. 3, 2, 1, and our final minute. There we go. Bicep, hold. Pulling this nice and tight. So I check my timer there. Keep it going. Start to tune into our breathing here. We want to focus on the pain, how heavy it feels. Start to tune into our breath, in and out. And we hold for a few more seconds, 10 seconds to go. 5, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, well done. Okay, we have a minute left. Let's get back into that child's pose, a couple of recovery breaths. So that's that shorter inhale, longer exhale. Let's do this. So push into the floor. Encourage you to keep your chest off the floor, just to open up your lungs, rather than down here. You can follow along with me if you like. Into the nose. Really sighing it out through the mouth. Start to feel that heart rate go down. Last repetition, longest exhale of the day, really have it be emphasized. Good job. Great work, everybody. So we have one more week of that for our final week of these exercises, then we'll switch it up. Stretch out those muscles, take a break. Probably don't do another upper body workout right after this. Would be my recommendation, but thanks for coming in. Good work. Enjoy the day.